Hey, my name is Zach. I'm going to be doing your assessment today. I've been working here for about 2 years. So why don't we start out with you telling me a little bit about you, why you're here, things like that.
My name's Catalina. I am a vet. Did a couple tours.
Combat?
Combat, yeah. I'm here because I guess my wife thinks I have a drinking problem.
Okay.
I don't think I do personally, but
okay.
Kind of why we reached out.
Okay. All right, so you're here for some support, but you don't really think that it's an issue. What do you mean when you say an issue? Do you think she thinks that you are an alcoholic, or that you're just drinking heavy, or that it's just an issue that's causing problems in your relationship? How would you describe it?
I think it's under control in general. I know how to control myself, but
okay.
I mean, I think it has caused a few issues with my relationship.
Okay.
I think it has played a factor in it. She has a couple kids. They're not biologically mine, but I feel like I'm in her life, so I should play a role, and we kind of have disagreements about that, but
okay. Disagreements about parenting styles.
Parenting styles.
Okay.
My kids are older,
Okay.
so I've been there.
Okay.
I know how to raise children, and her kids are younger, so it's kind of.
Okay, yeah, so I'm sensing a little bit of frustration with that. Parenting can be a difficult thing, and it seems like you have an understanding of what you believe parenting is and how it should be done, and maybe that's just not quite adding up between the two of you guys.
I'm not saying I know everything, but I've been there and I've done
Sure.
it. She doesn't see that.
Sure, okay. How has the drinking affected anything with the children? Or is that obsolete?
They see it. They probably see what I do, because I mean, I try to parent, and I don't think her children see my parenting style as something that might be healthy. It's not their mom, I guess.
Sure.
So it gets scary.
I understand that, yeah. I totally understand that. I'm in a relationship where I co-parent as well, and co-parenting can be something that's difficult when there's multiple parties involved. But okay, so do you think that do you think she's concerned that the children are seeing the drinking?
Possibly.
Even though they're a little older, is that an issue to her?
It could be. She's never really verbalized that, but
Okay.
I mean, it's very possible.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I feel like it's under control. It's not like I'm out there screaming and cussing and yelling and
Okay.
causing a scene.
Okay. About how many drinks do you have? Do you drink every day, every night?
I drink every day.
Okay.
Usually about a fifth of vodka, maybe.
Okay. In one evening, one
Yeah,
sitting?
yeah,
Okay.
per evening,
Okay.
at least. Sometimes I'll have a couple beers here and there, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. So, do you think maybe there's some concern with your wife that you're drinking every night? Maybe not just the volume, but the frequency?
Yeah, probably. But that's how I cope.
Okay. Okay. So that's how you cope. Which brings me around to being a combat vet. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
But I would like to discuss that for a moment. You talk about coping. Do you have any issues, any PTSD diagnosis in the past from any combat experiences or anything of that nature?
Yes.
Okay.
PTSD is really big. I have had a lot of flashbacks and nightmares, and I think that's kind of deterred me to drink in a way.
Okay.
And I know, and I can recognize that, but I still think it's under control. I'm not,
Okay. All right. Drinking as a coping skill. So how about your physical health?
I was pretty in shape but I mean, I've gained weight, so I definitely, the blood pressure has been awful, and
Okay.
I am, you know, I have went to the primary care
Okay.
for these issues. Like, I have back problems, and
Okay.
I think a lot of that stems from combat. But I also have been working on a exercise, whereas, you know, trying to exercise and
Okay. Okay. So trying
improve
to.
my health.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Trying to improve your health. So I'm sure that you identify with other veterans and other people that have served or that have done combat tours and things like that.
Yeah.
And does your physical health or weight gain, does that conflict with your identity of being a combat veteran?
Yeah. I'm disappointed.
Okay.
Like I said, I did a lot while I was there. I mean, I can run a mile in 4 minutes.
Right, lots of PT, yeah.
You know? Like,
Lots of PT.
I don't know what's happened to me, but
Okay. Well, I would ask this. How do you think that the drinking affects your health?
it probably doesn't help. But it's just a drink.
So what are your
Yeah.
goals with your health?
You know, I feel like I just want to get active again. I
Okay.
think, you know, and I'm hoping that being active will eventually put me in the right direction of my health. But
Okay.
that's what I'm hoping for.
All right.
I just don't know I just don't see why what I drink is a problem.
Okay. So you would say that one of your goals currently is to be healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to die young.
Yeah, of course.
I almost died in combat, so I don't want to die young.
Of course. So, what I'm kind of hearing here is you've got some PTSD from combat. You're a little bit out of shape. You've got some health issues that have come up over the past couple of years, and maybe flashbacks, nightmares, things that come along with PTSD, and then the drinking. I'm assuming that helps you cope with the flashbacks, the thoughts, the urges from the PTSD.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, and I don't really want to medicate, but I guess this medication I'm doing is really just my alcohol. I kind of feel like that's what it is.
Okay. All right. So if your overall goal is health, do you think possibly drinking could be a deterrent from that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel it's what I drink. I mean, sometimes I feel it when I do drink. Maybe it's doing something to my blood pressure, which could be why I'm having issues with my blood pressure as well. But I think that it definitely is playing a huge factor in it. But
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how to just be like, yeah, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So in terms of having goals of a healthy lifestyle, do you just consider that physically healthy? Or are you concerned about your mental health?
Mental health for
fortitude
sure.
in any way?
I think the nightmares and stuff, like they're keeping me up at night, and so
Okay.
I deal with that different, and I guess I deal by drinking.
Do you
So
think by drinking?
because then I have no worries, nothing like that. But the flashbacks just get me. Like I'm constantly thinking about when I was there, what happened. I lost a lot of people there. You know, I lost a lot of brothers and sisters, and
I'm sorry to
I
hear
saw it, and it's a lot.
That's got to be difficult. I'm sure that has to be tough. Okay, so if you have an overall goal of physical health and of mental health, we've identified that the drinking is being used as a coping skill. I think that if the goal is health, do you see the alcohol as being something that interferes with that?
I don't see it. I
Okay.
don't think it's a problem.
Okay.
And
Have
maybe
you-
that's my problem. But I don't
Okay.
think it's a problem.
Okay, well, we'll get there one step at a time. I think that we all as humans find different ways to cope with different things. Some of them are healthy coping skills. Some of them are more unhealthy coping skills.
I have a high tolerance, you know. I'm
Okay.
retired, so why?
Yeah.
Why can't I?
Sure, I understand that. So if the drinking is, if there's not much of a concern for your physical health, if you feel you have a high tolerance and that while it may not be the most healthy way to cope, that it's not a severe issue at the time, then I would ask, what are your goals in your marriage, your relationship with your wife? You guys are fairly newly married, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I just don't, like, what are my goals with her?
Sure. For your relationship.
Communication.
Okay.
I think that's where we're lacking, and I don't know why or what we need to do to get to that point. She's kind of I mean, I'm glad I have her because she's helping me. She's the one that's kind of helping me seek out assistance. So I think that it's a good start. I kind of just want her to see my perspective of it as well.
Okay.
So I think communication is the biggest thing.
Sure, communication. Okay. So you want to have a healthy life,
Yeah.
physically and mentally. I'm hearing that you would like to have a healthy relationship with your wife and good communication. How do you feel that alcohol interferes with the relationship?
She doesn't want to be around me usually when
Okay.
I'm drinking.
Okay. So if communication is important to you, but your wife doesn't want to be around you when you're drinking, do you think maybe that could be a problem there in achieving that goal?
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Probably could,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
I could
So,
see that. I could
okay.
see that perspective of it, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. A little perspective there. All right. So let's reflect then. It seems to me like it's very important for you to be healthy. You identify as a healthy, able-bodied combat veteran that's able to run a mile in 4 minutes, like you said. I would never be able to do that, but that's just me. That's why I'm sitting in this chair and not out in combat right now. So, but it seems like you want a healthy marriage, a healthy physical condition, a healthy mental condition. And while there might be some other issues in the marriage with communication and parenting styles that conflict, maybe the biggest discrepancy here could be the impact that the drinking has on the relationship and the communication. But it's baby steps. It's progress, not perfection. And I think that I believe that we are in a place to where we could move forward and
I hope so.
work on these things. Good.
I hope so.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for giving me the time to talk to you, and thank you for your story.